This is what I want. This is what you need. This is what we live for. This is what you crave.
This is a lovely Banger and Bean hot pot from Prune Simons, using a lovely range of natural ingredients. I've got some lovely mixture of beans here. Now, it's great to use them from a tin because they're already pre-cooked in the tin and you don't have to worry about soaking them overnight in water and then boiling. It's just quite a long process. Also some lovely fresh herbs, wonderful homemade tomato sauce. You've got onions, garlic, tomatoes. If you want to actually use raw tomatoes, you can blanch them in hot water, pierce the skin, take off the skin, take out the centre, chop them up straight into the casserole. Lovely, and you can use some fresh herbs in there. I've got some lovely chorizo or salami. If you can't find chorizo, use some salami. And I've got some onions. So to begin with, what I've done is I've heated up some sunflower oil. I'm not going to use olive oil here because olive oil burns at low temperatures. Get a good bit of heat in there, and I'm going to add my sausages. I'm going to fry the sausages up just to brown them because this will be going back into the oven afterwards. So straight in here, and cook those off probably for about 4 or 5 minutes. When they start to brown, take them out and then chop them up into little slices. Now the sausages are almost cooked, so I'm going to turn off my hob, place them up here, and we're going to chop these up, and then we're going to combine all the other ingredients into the hot pot. So they're not fully cooked just yet, but they're nicely browned. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add in some chorizo, or you can add some salami. Now if you're using chorizo, you've got that lovely paprika, and that flavour will ooze out into the oil, and it will introduce another element of flavour, which is lovely, which means you don't have to season it terribly well afterwards. So just start browning those off, heat back on, high heat. I'm going to chop up my sausages, so take these other ingredients down, chop up the sausages, just little bite-sized pieces. And this dish doesn't take very long to cook. And you can also reheat it as well. So it's something you can prepare well in advance. If you've got friends coming in for supper or for lunch, you can do it the day before and it saves you the bother on the day. So we're going to combine all my ingredients in here, straight in here into the hot pot. And then we've got our lovely beans, mixed beans. We've got our onions. You don't necessarily have to brown the onions off because they will cook. We've got our homemade tomato sauce. Straight up there. And we've got a lovely homemade chicken stock. You don't have to add this, but this will add lovely strong flavours. Straight in there. And I'm not going to season it just yet because we want to cook that off probably for about 15 minutes, and then we'll check our seasoning afterwards. Mix it all up like so. And you can cook it, bring it to a very high heat on your hob, and then you can transfer it into an oven at 165 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes. Take it out and then check the seasoning. Now this is cooking away here, and you've got that wonderful colour. What you can also do is you can add some lovely cherry tomatoes. These are from my dad's garden, from the vegetable tunnel, and what will happen is these will burst in the hot pot, introducing yet another flavour, and they're lovely and sweet. Now this is a lovely idea for a lunchtime al fresco dining. So that's finished, that's been cooking for about 20 minutes now. And we're just going to put it into a little serving dish here. And I'm going to serve it up on a little breadboard. And again, it's all down to presentation when it comes to food. And you can bring out the colour, flavour. You've got those lovely cherry tomatoes straight onto our chopping board there, onto our breadboard. And a little bit of bread, which we've heated up in the oven. And you can serve it out just like that into the middle of the table, and people can help themselves.
This is what I want. This is what you need. This is what we live for. This is what you crave.